Liverpool stun Arsenal as Rodrygo signs from Real Madrid. Berta blames complicated details for collapse. Arsenal's ambitious summer transfer window has suffered a major blow after losing out on Brazilian starboy Rodrygo Goes to Premier League rivals Liverpool. The Real Madrid winger, who had been on Arsenal's radar for months, has officially signed for the Merseyside Giants in a blockbuster move reportedly worth over €100 million. The Gunners, despite making contact early and tabling a competitive package, failed to close the deal, something that has left fans and staff stunned. Andrea Berta, Arsenal's sporting director, has spoken candidly about the failed pursuit, attributing the collapse of the deal to complicated transfer details behind the scenes. According to insiders at the Emirates, Arsenal had agreed personal terms with the player and were in advanced talks with Real Madrid before Liverpool made a decisive late move that turned the tide. Berta, who has been aggressive in the market so far this summer, revealed his frustration during a behind-closed-doors debrief. "We did everything we could. The financials were aligned, and the player was keen," Berta said. "But ultimately, there were complications involving image rights, tax structures, and external agent involvement that created too many roadblocks." Sources suggest Arsenal were unwilling to match the hefty commission demands of Rodrygo's representatives and a complicated clause involving his image rights, which Madrid were keen to offload entirely. Liverpool, with a more fluid financial structure and experience handling high-profile South American deals, navigated those complications swiftly to land the Brazilian. Rodrygo's move to Anfield has sent shockwaves through the Premier League, not only because of his talent but also because of Arsenal's very public pursuit. Mikel Arteta is said to be disappointed by the outcome, having seen Rodrygo as the perfect high-profile addition to flank newly signed striker Victor Gyökeres. Arteta had envisioned Rodrygo bringing flair, pace, and Champions League experience to an already potent Arsenal attack. Despite the setback, Arsenal insist they will not dwell on the miss. "It's disappointing, no doubt," Berta continued, "but we have alternatives, and we're already exploring them. The market is open, and Arsenal will respond." The Gunners are believed to be shifting focus toward alternatives in Serie A and the Bundesliga, where Berta has strong connections. Liverpool, meanwhile, have hailed the signing as a major coup. Jurgen Klopp, eager to bolster his wide attacking options following uncertainty around Mohamed Salah's long-term future, has pulled off what many are calling one of the standout deals of the summer. Rodrygo is expected to wear the number 10 shirt vacated by Sadio Mane and will join the squad during their pre-season tour of Asia. This episode highlights the intense competition at the top end of the Premier League and the fine margins that separate success from failure in the transfer market. Arsenal had invested months into scouting and negotiating for Rodrygo, but their refusal to compromise on certain structural demands ultimately proved costly. Liverpool's boldness paid off. For Arsenal fans, the sting of missing out on Rodrygo is real. The club had teased a major signing through its media channels, and Rodrygo was believed to be that player. Many had already begun dreaming of a front line involving Gyökeres, Rodrygo, and Bukayo Saka, a tantalizing trio now left to imagination only. The failed pursuit also places increased pressure on Berta, who is still relatively new to his role at Arsenal. While his signings of Gyökeres and the ongoing pursuit of Eze and Madueke have been well received, missing out on a Galactico-style figure like Rodrygo could tarnish the perception of his efficiency in elite-level negotiations. Still, there's no indication Arsenal are retreating from the market. On the contrary, Berta is expected to accelerate talks with other marquee targets in the coming days, including a renewed push for Nico Williams and discussions with Juventus over Federico Chiesa. The club is determined not to let one failed deal derail their ambitious summer blueprint. In the meantime, Rodrygo's unveiling at Liverpool marks yet another high-profile loss in the market to a direct rival. Arsenal will have to watch from the sidelines as the Brazilian star dazzles in red, a painful reminder of how fragile even the best laid transfer plans can be in today's cutthroat football economy.